happy whatever day it is for you. Welcome to The Thriving Artist, where clinical and creative collide. I'm Dawn Tracy, and I am here today with three. I was about to say four, but I guess I can include myself in that. Three other lovely women. It's 4 of 5 of Five Femme Films. And because this is a tongue tie, we're going to go straight to them and have them introduce ourselves, starting with Jen.
Hi, I'm Jennifer Dimmitt, and I got involved with this amazing film group was it like November, January when our group was formed, to learn how to make short films. And we actually made a film, which was amazing. Great experience. We are all actors, and we all acted in it, and we all produced it, and we then did all sorts of other things like direction and editing and music and all sorts of crazy things. Personally, as an actor, I became a SAG-AFTRA member. I believe in maybe it was 2010, 2009.
Oh, ooh, you're a vet.
Yeah,
Okay.
it was through voiceover, actually. I booked a national State Farm commercial, and I've been a member ever since. It's been, best decision. So great. And yeah, I'm very excited about our next project that we're going to be doing soon. We're in pre-production for that. And
Kinda.
a very loose pre-production, I guess. We do have an idea, and we've storyboarded it.
Pre-production.
Well, as far as we've storyboarded it, Jennifer
I storyboarded
has
it.
storyboarded
I storyboarded it. But no one else has seen it yet, so it might change.
We have not approved.
It
We
has not
can
been
confirm
approved.
nor deny that this has
That's
happened.
right.
It's true. And other than that, just acting. I'm going to be doing a film for another one of my friends in a few months as an actor. And yeah, we're always writing, always thinking of ideas, and that's a little bit about me.
But a lot of bit.
A
A lot of
lot,
bit about
sorry. I talked a
Jennifer,
lot.
a.k.a. JD.
Yeah.
There's a lot to say.
It's okay. You're a big
Always.
deal.
Oh, yeah.
It's okay.
Many leather-bound books.
Indeed.
And moving on to the lovely Susan.
Hi, I'm Susan Hofflander. I'm delighted to be part of this very diverse group of women that they honor me by allowing me to be part of. We did learn a lot about
my
all of the
God.
things that how to create in this way, to use our creative energy in a way that we hadn't really been accustomed to doing. And it was a lot to learn in a short period of time. And I believe we did an admirable job on pulling it together. Our project really exceeded all of our expectations. I became a SAG-AFTRA actor. I want to say it was around 1983, 84, something of that nature. That just tips my hand on why I have all this gray hair. And
that was the crack baby age. I remember that age. So.
and that's,
Rightfully so.
you called it. That's my secret.
Okay.
So yes, I started in commercials, did a few commercials here in Chicago, and then did some projects in a couple of other cities, and put my membership on ice for a while, and now I'm back in it stronger than ever, and just done some TV here in Chicago, and been working on this film and a couple of other projects too, commercials, and
You're also a singer.
and yes,
Classical singer.
I started as an opera singer, so that was
right.
my first union, was the Singers Union, AGMA, and then I was SAG-AFTRA, and then I was Equity. So kind of trying to do it all.
That's awesome.
But this is a lovely way to rejuvenate my creative energy in a way that I've never really had an opportunity to do before, and become a writer, become a producer, become, a line producer, a line editor of sorts, and just learning about how it works, like on the job, OJT, on the job training. So
I call
Very
Susan in my head, of course, the taskmaster, because
100% true.
because when it was time for costume and stuff, I was like, yeah, I'll go to parties. Susan was like, nope, I went there. This is what you have, and blah blah blah.
I bought a bloody knife.
She had everything.
Great.
I bought a damn flashlight and pants, but Susan had everything.
Everything.
Yeah.
She made sure to think of everything.
Yeah.
She thought of everything.
Yeah.
And then,
The
oh
fun-
my God.
yeah.
Okay, we'll talk about that
Yeah.
later because I want to get to the woman of the hour.
Yeah.
Because without you and your script,
Yeah.
the film would have never happened. And
Indeed.
so,
True.
and
So
so
true.
I want to give you space and just know that I just bow down. I kiss the ring. No, I'm serious.
Sweet.
Because I loved your script and
Mhm.
I loved that you were so open to allowing us to kind of write our
Add
own
to it.
respective
Yeah.
areas, especially mine. Because
That was the best part, though. Like, I love seeing
When
I
everyone
loved
added.
seeing what everybody added because it gave it flavor. You know what I mean?
introduce yourself. We know who you
Really
are.
quick,
but-
yes,
But the world
definitely.
doesn't know who you are.
My name is Yesenia Carrion, and I became a SAG after actor. Well, I've been an actor for I don't even know
Out
how
of
long
the
anymore.
womb.
But I became a SAG after member in December of 2023.
Oh, you're
Yeah,
baby.
I was a must join.
Okay.
Because I actually ended up booking 2 SAG jobs that same month.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, and I know.
That's the hem of your
And,
garment.
and, what,
That's right.
and what were those jobs?
One was a commercial. So
Okay.
one was a commercial, a McDonald's commercial that I booked actually on my own through my content creation. So I do social media
Oh.
content creation, and somebody messaged me. It's literally one of those things that you're thinking it's
Yeah.
gonna be a scam, and I did think it was a scam for a bit. So I was kind of rude to the guy for a little bit. I felt bad, but it
But
was
he was
legit.
persistent. You
Yeah,
stuck
and
with it.
then he wanted my social, and I'm like,
Oh.
yeah,
No. Yeah.
but the only reason I kind of was like maybe because my kids had just auditioned for similar roles or for this same thing, but for different roles. So, and I had seen the role that he was calling me in for.
Mhm,
So I was
mhm.
like, okay, maybe it's for real, but it's weird that my agent didn't send it to me. That's another talk. for
Ooh,
another-
that's a
But
whole
anyway,
other podcast.
but I did. So I booked it. It was my first SAG commercial. I rarely get sent in for commercials, so I was super excited. And then a couple weeks later, I got an audition for Chicago PD and booked that.
So great.
And that was a must join. So I had to join. So I joined in December 2023, and it's been pretty awesome. Like I was scared to join. Like
Yeah.
you get worried. People say like, oh well. I mean, there's
Because you
just
think a door is closing.
Yes,
Yeah.
but it's
absolutely.
not.
When
uh,
one door closes.
Yes.
But it opened this door for me because it's something that I thought I would never be able to do is write a script. I do content creation and that was scary for me. But again, as we all know, auditions are limited and they say that if you want to be seen, you just got to start creating your own
Do.
content, start creating your own films. I was like, just put me in your films, guys. I'm not a writer. And
No, but
I'm
you are.
glad
Yeah.
that I did step out of my comfort zone. And I absolutely
know.
did not even think that mine was going to be because y'all had great scripts. Let me put it this way. Our group all had freaking great scripts. The reason that we went with mine was logistically, there's a lot of reasons, but time,
logistics,
logistically, money-wise,
set,
everything.
yeah.
It just happened to
Just
work
fit.
out.
And it was a
fit.
universal story, I think.
Indeed.
Yeah.
I think that helped too. And originally mine was just gonna be comedy, but then we brought in Dawn was like, let's do it like horror.
Yeah.
Which was the fun part of it. So I really, really had a blast doing it, and it's opened my doors that I want to do more horror.
She's
but yeah,
saying horror.
horror.
I was saying let's be whores.
Or
A total misunderstanding.
Hey, listen, I'm open to that. I just this TikTok and Instagram what kind of roles they see me in. A couple of them said that they could see me as a half of like running either a whorehouse or a cartel. I'm for it.
I like it. I think I hit this. Horror.
Or both.
Horror is a
Or
horror.
both.
Oh my
You
God.
could just be like the same person.
Let's do
I'm
it.
saying it's Five Femmes. Come on. now.
Yeah. I mean, well, okay. So I'm gonna give my little spiel.
Yeah.
I've only been SAG since 2018, and that is because
That's a while.
when I got my first SAG job, it was oh my gosh, it was 1990 something. It was
Oh
1990.
wow.
Okay.
Yeah, I was 14. Don't do the math. I was 14 when I booked a Wendy's commercial.
Yeah, so great.
I shouldn't say that because now McDonald's will be like, never.
She said
but I booked a
McDonald's
Wendy's
earlier.
commercial. But this was back in the day. Now, maybe Susan remembers this, but SAG and AFTRA were separate.
Yes.
I remember that too.
Yeah.
So I had done like SAG. I was Taft-Hartley with SAG, and then I had another job where I was AFTRA, where it's Taft-Hartley or whatever.
Yeah.
But so I just coasted, and I was like, I don't want to join because I loved doing industrials and non-union stuff. I mean, there's a ton of non-union work. Yeah. And so in 2018, I booked Chicago Med. Yeah. So I de-weaved myself. So if you ever see it, you'll be like, where's her hair?
What was your role?
I was Secretary Linda. So I got
I can't believe they didn't put you as a doctor.
Season 2.
I'm going to have to go back.
I am a doctor.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
I will be
why
going
are you
back.
not a doctor?
I mean,
That's what I used to do.
I've watched all 3 of those shows since day one.
I do.
So if I go back, I'll be like, oh yeah, I remember that storyline.
It's on my IMDb. But anyway, I was Secretary Linda, and then the following year I booked The Shy, where I was young woman, which I thought was hilarious. Young woman, but basically they were making me buy hair weave from a food truck. Mm-hmm. And so when I got the breakdown, I'm like, this is the role I've been preparing for all my life. I can buy weave like no other. I got that
From a food truck?
It was real ghetto, real hood, right up my alley. And even when they dressed me, I had like a leopard skin shirt and then plaid pants. It was funny. But I've always I'll do my acting thing and then I'll go back and do my school or work or whatever.
Your professional life.
Which is
my professional life.
Because you have, I mean, like you were preparing also the financial.
You're well-rounded.
We all know that nobody can really realistically be an actor full time, and that's it. I mean,
George Clooney can,
yeah,
but
even he has a tequila thing, doesn't he?
He does.
So that's what I'm saying.
And
I'm
an
like, so no, they don't
espresso, the Nespresso.
No. But what I'm saying is like even these Hollywood actors that we think are they all have other ventures.
They do.
Yep.
I mean, Ryan Reynolds is a good example of that because
how many businesses?
Right, he's got so many businesses. But I digress, and so I say that because sometimes SAG opportunities come, and I'm like, I don't really want to take away from my work because I like my work and I like to eat every day. But also, I really want to nurture my creative side. So when, and I don't know how it happened for you, but on the SAG AFTRA app, I saw this filmmaking thing.
Yeah.
I got an email.
And I was like, I need to do this because it was structured. Mm-hmm. Like, shout out to Kathy Byrne, by the way.
Yes.
And for the cookies. But it was a structured kind of program where I would get my butt up and go and be there.
And there were deadlines.
And there was free food, too.
Yes.
And
food and deadlines and all of the things.
And so I needed it. I needed it. But I was like, I don't want to, I want to do it, but I don't want to work with anybody. Right?
What's funny is I totally read that on her face the very first day that I walked in. Yes, because I sat at her table and I was like, all right, there was like 3 seats available. And I'm like, she don't look like she wants to sit next to anybody right now. So I'm going to sit over here. So I sat next to you, but like not the one closest to her.
Yeah. Because she didn't want to get in her space.
Like, let her have her space. I get it. But it worked out, you know?
But I'm like that too. Like, I very much am like, I don't like group projects.
Yes.
I'm very much because they have never gone well. I always end up doing everything.
Right.
Yes.
It's never
so frustrating.
Yes.
Mine is the opposite. Well, I don't like group projects, but the reason I don't like them is because I don't like being on people's time. Yeah. Like, I will get it done.
On my time.
On my time. You know what I mean? Like, and I'll get it done. And I felt so bad. And I'm sure Susan probably mother effed me a lot during this process because I trust me. I'm like, you really do have to trust me. I'm going to get it done.
When I feel like
but it's going to get,
but here's,
and not even so much when I feel it, but it's like, trust me. Like, there's a lot of moving parts. It's in there. It's just going to get there. We'll get there. You know what I mean?
That's the beauty of having the structure of the course. With the deadlines that they created, which may or may not have been adhered to by the course creators. Like they would then sometimes we'd go to the next class and all of the things that we said we had to have prepared, it was like, okay, that's done now. We're moving on. And we're like, well, wait, I wrote this thing.
Talk about that.
But there was never any idea, Yesenia, that like, with anybody.
Uh-huh.
If I wanted to prepare, my thing is like on a day when I have time to get it done, I'm going to do that. So then that's out of the way because I got other stuff I have to do.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, you also have children. I mean, there's a whole allowance there for. There's no way to structure your life.
We
when
all
you have
jobs.
children,
Vacation
other than
or
around your
something.
children.
No, I won. So I went on vacation to editing week. And what's crazy is
that's
like
right.
I
I
feel
forgot
so bad.
about
I'm like,
that.
this has been booked. Like I can't even change it.
Yeah.
And it just so happened. But I again I when we booked it, because it was one that my husband had already gotten like the hotel. So we just had to like set the dates. And I was debating. I'm like, should I do this? Because you know how they say you can't miss any days. And I'm like, oh, no, we'll be done by then. According to the calendar, it kind of looked like we were going to be done.
Yeah.
And I just misunderstood
Me too.
that
Because
part.
I
That there
thought it
was
was
a
like,
whole-
it was just going to take those 4 hours to edit a short
Yeah.
film. It
I
does
thought-
not take just 4
Yeah,
hours.
it
to
takes
edit a
like
short
4
film.
days.
Okay, and I thought they were going to
and
edit
that's an
it.
8-minute film.
Honestly,
Oh, did you?
no.
See, I didn't
I was like,
think that.
I knew we were gonna edit, but I did think that we were gonna get help. I thought that somebody was
Yeah.
gonna come in.
yes.
That's why I
And
thought
basically
we are
do it
gonna
and
get it
show
done in a
us.
day. I really did think we were
That's
gonna
how
get
it
it done in that Saturday and maybe possibly like a little
We
couple hours
didn't
in
even
there.
get
because
started on that
I thought that we
Saturday.
were gonna have somebody professional
Yeah.
literally
That's what I
helping us
thought.
the
So
whole
did
ride.
I.
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
Which I'm
However-
glad it wasn't. I mean,
Yeah. I
But-
think
but
it,
we-
thank you
But
that you
that's
guys.
the reason why we
think it
didn't get
Mhm.
started, because we had to familiarize ourselves with the
Yeah.
software before we
Yeah.
could even figure out how to make the
Yeah.
next step. But what I'm curious about, and if you don't mind, like, what is your writing like? Because you brought the idea
Yeah.
and the
Yeah,
the-
let's start
and
from
the
the
skeleton
beginning.
of the
Yeah.
script,
Yeah.
and then you allowed all of us to
to
like
contribute.
bring another
Yeah.
piece of the bubble to you, and then so what was that like for you?
So originally, this was supposed to be a comedy skit that I was gonna do on my content on my social media.
Well, I'm so glad we stole it from you.
I originally had a different script that I was working on, and then when they started talking about like everything, like the financials, the
Time
actors, the
limit.
timing, the cars, most of my other script was in a car, and I'm like, right, realistically, how am I going to do that? Like it just wasn't going to work out. Not for the first film. Eventually, hopefully, I will. So literally that day, I'm like, all right, I have to do something. I'm like, let me just use this idea that I already had for my comedy skit. I wrote it out. Like kind of like the gist of it. Like these, the first intro when we did our intro, what was it, like the elevator pitch or whatever?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
I
right.
didn't have a full script yet. I literally just had like each interruption, like what each interruption was
That's
gonna be.
right.
I just had like how I was gonna start it off, how I was gonna end it. So I was gonna end it totally different. It was gonna be like, there was a whole bunch of other interruptions. But then when I went to go write it, I'm like, all right, well, let me take all these interruptions out because it's only supposed to be 7 or 8 minutes. It's gonna be a lot longer, and then slowly started inputting like the middle, the meat of it, I guess. But y'all wrote, I mean, like, what you guys brought to it was a lot because y'all brought in your dialogue. Really, I think the only dialogues that I really had was like the police one, but she changed it a lot.
So
And then
In
the
a
burglar
hilarious
changed.
way.
Yeah, the burglar changed a lot, and yours
yeah.
changed a lot. So I think it might have just been that one, and then like the husband, the kids,
delivery,
the delivery
though.
guy,
Fernando.
yeah,
right?
Fernando.
yeah,
So
that's-
all
yes.
those,
He was
yeah,
so
that's right. My
good.
cousin Fernando, who
Yeah.
Fernando
that's your
Valenzuela.
And we didn't know he was your
Yeah,
cousin.
I didn't tell you that. I didn't want no. We didn't want no nepotism.
No, it's a Nepo baby.
That's
You heard it here.
Well,
No,
we did not know that.
We didn't know.
fine.
We
We
didn't.
didn't know that.
Nepo baby.
You're not a
He's-
nepo
he's
baby.
a,
We
he's
didn't
a
know.
content creator as well. So he's been wanting to get into acting, and I told him, I'm like, you know what? If you really want to do this audition, and yeah, he sent in his audition.
He
and
did?
everything.
He was
But it
great.
was his introduction, and now
I never saw
he's
it.
really excited. You never saw it?
Us? You
never
showed it
watched
to us.
He was
Just
great.
send it.
It was great.
Yeah.
No,
Bridget
no.
didn't watch it.
No.
She just
Oh.
didn't
Great,
watch
it was
it.
great.
She
It was
got
Which
it.
is funny. But what I like, what I wanted you guys to know is that he, after he left there, he's like, I want to make one too. He's like, I'll let y'all know. He said he's gonna write a script. I'm like, write it and let us know. We'll help.
Yeah,
We'll
he can
work with
hire
it.
us as actors.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. But also to work it because he probably doesn't know how,
It's
Anyway,
a lot.
It's
yeah.
a lot. It's
It
very
is.
overwhelming
Yeah.
when you don't know.
But it was so fun to see what you guys brought to the table, like as far as the script, and it was just fun. I had a great time.
I feel like this is a part in the podcast where I would like stop recording and show the entire film, and then
Oh, okay, yeah.
Just pick it up so they know
Maybe a little
exactly
piece. Maybe
what
not the
we're
hotel
talking
because
about.
we want them to go to a festival if we have episodes.
Oh,
because
yeah.
we're
Yeah,
not
a
allowed to show it,
screening,
are we?
yeah.
It's the rules.
We're not.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
so we're all
You can show them the
actors.
part that I hit you with the. Nah, just-
Yeah, you show your part.
She beat my ass, so you know this is fantasy because she would catch these hands. Anyway, just kidding. I love you.
I'm a fighter, not. I'm a lover, not
I'm
a
a
lover.
fighter. Yeah. No, I don't know what I am now. I'm just here.
Just here.
Do you guys have thoughts about how you developed your characters? Like, what was your thought process in developing the policewoman or the burglar?
Well, okay, so I am not a fan of law enforcement because I am a Black woman, and historically,
Totally
Black
fair.
men and women have been targeted with sometimes fatal outcomes, but I wanted to like highlight that in a fun way.
Mm-hmm.
And so I thought it was funny, but also I have a sixth sense of humor.
It was
I thought
No,
it
no,
was
no.
funny for
It was
me
It
to
was
be
genuinely funny.
You
like
are
a
really
racist cop
Which was hilarious.
toward a fellow person of
It was
color.
funny.
right?
The whole section was really funny though, because
Yeah.
like you nailed it, and then you nailed it too with your like reaction
With
to
the-
it. It
with
was
the
really
annoyance.
funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was just, and even when I wrote, I'm like, I'm giggling, right? And I'm like, all right. I was like, I wonder if she's gonna think it's funny. She was, bitch.
You're
Well,
right.
no, what's funny is that when you just say like, please don't be offended, you know, like read it, let me know what you think, you know, if you don't like it, it's fine. And I was cracking up. I'm like, I love it. Like, yeah, dude, go for it.
Hola.
It was funny. It was very funny.
That was
So I'm Policia.
yeah, Felicia. That was the
Felicia,
best
I don't know where that
Yeah,
came
that
from,
was
but
funny.
you know, because
What's
everybody's like, bye,
funny-
Felicia.
Soy Felicia.
Soy Felicia. Felicia.
Really quick with the Policia, let me tell you, when we were doing the characters and the cast, what's it called? Oh my God, the credits. The credits
Oh,
at the
yeah.
end. So I'm writing them down.
You wanted to put
and I was
Felicia.
like, oh, I put police officer. No, so Susan was like, no, I thought her name was Felicia. And I'm like, no. She really thought that was your name. And I'm like, no.
No.
I was
Soy
I was
Felicia.
joking.
Oh, were you? Okay.
I was joking, but I knew I
Yeah.
thought it was like we should
That
put
would have been
Felicia. in
Felicia,
there.
you're right.
That
That's
should have
true.
been
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Felicia.
I know,
Bye,
I know
Felicia.
one of my
Bye,
people
Felicia.
probably named somebody.
That's funny.
We get really creative with the names, but so that's how I came up with my character, and I had
It was funny.
it was just fun. It was like hanging out with my girlfriends all
Yeah.
day. I know Avery's not here. I don't want
We
to say it
miss
like that.
her.
Avery couldn't be with us.
I know, right?
Yeah.
She's not
But
with us
Avery
today.
really like helped. No, not even
She-
help.
No.
She took it and ran with it.
Yeah.
Like she was at the head of it as far as direction and kind of letting me do my thing. So I appreciate that.
Yeah.
And I was
Between
yeah.
between her and the shot list, because she did the shot list, right? Or did you do it? Between her,
JD's
yeah,
like,
between-
no,
I
no,
just-
she- I
that
did it.
That was
No,
me. It
between
was.
her
It
and
had
Jen,
some issues.
between Avery and Jen, like literally that really was something that I didn't even like. I mean, I knew it was important, like,
but
we'll
I
get
didn't want to
it.
do it.
I didn't want to do it. I was like,
Me
we'll
either.
get to it eventually.
I was like,
It was a lot of
Yes!
work.
It was
a lot of
like
work.
it,
I'm not gonna
the
lie.
fact, like realistically, like if we would have been so lost without that shot list.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh,
And
yes.
looking back now, like there's still a lot
No
that I wish we
question.
would have added to the shot list, but like thank God for that shot
But
list.
because of that template, I
Mhm.
think we're all examining that a little differently as we
Yes.
move into
Yeah.
other projects. Like, okay, how can we improve on what you already
Yes.
created? You know what I
Uh-huh.
mean?
Yeah. Yeah. It's yeah. It was a lot of work.
I bet.
And what I
Yeah.
love about
That's
you,
really
Jennifer, seriously, is that, yeah, and I do want you to talk about how you came up with your character, but you do have this creative, silly side. I mean, even in the meetings, you and I were exchanging glances, and I was like, okay, she gets it. I'm glad. Like, I'm glad somebody's a weirdo like me. But when it's time for business, the way you shift gears and
Oh.
like,
I was like, this needs to be done.
Yeah.
Like right now.
I love it.
Today.
And your brother, like, shout out to your
Yeah,
brother.
yeah,
Yes.
he did
But tell us
amazing.
how you came up with your
Oh, yeah.
character. And
Well, I mean, it's sort of similarly. I wanted to, because I feel like, especially just like, I mean, how I look, like just being a blonde, chipper, happy, bubbly white
I'm like,
girl.
what do you
I
mean?
think people don't think that like you have maybe necessarily a darkness to you, or you could be like the bad guy necessarily. And I was like, I'll be the burglar. Let me be the burglar. And then like, let's play on the fact that I know I come across as like sunshine and rainbows and all of that. So I was like, let's just lean into that. And I thought it would be really funny to be like a burglar who gets caught and then
that was cute.
It's like,
And tries to
and
get
has
out
like
of
a
it.
germ thing.
Like,
I
and
just
not
thought it would
even
be
good
funny.
at it
That
because
was
you're
funny.
you're in pink.
Yes.
Which is so like,
I
oh,
thought
you're
that was
so
funny.
cute.
Yeah.
And she's still pissed off.
I love the
Yeah.
pink. I love that that we went with the pink for you
Yeah.
for like the burglar.
I thought it was really
It
funny.
was it
She's
was
like a
cute-
peep.
Yeah.
She's like
Yeah.
a little peep coming into Robin's
I'm sorry the
house
beret
now.
didn't work because I totally wanted the beret in there.
I know.
Yeah.
And I
That
wanted her to have a
fun.
print. Like,
It would,
what?
yeah. It would
Oui,
have been
oui.
a
But the pink gloves were awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
We don't want to give away the film.
Yeah.
But Susan, your performance.
oh,
So funny.
Listen,
So funny.
listen, ma'am.
Really?
I just wanted to
you are
be-
like the Lucille Ball of our.
more like the Ethel Mertz, I think. But I just wanted to be the quintessential annoying neighbor who brings a
got it.
cigarette into somebody else's house,
You got it.
like without even a thought,
It was so
and
funny.
with a Kleenex hanging out of her bra.
It was so
And-
funny.
I think
Funny.
everybody has had encounters with a neighbor like that in
Yeah.
one way or another, that they just either won't shut the you know what up,
It's a podcast.
and they want to just seize all of your time and all of your energy and intrude on your private time and your downtime, and with no qualms whatsoever will insert themselves into your lives. And I was like, yeah, I could write that. Yeah,
Oh my God. It was already funny on paper, but when we got to set, aka Yesenia's house,
That's right. Which is another
and
kudos to
I had
you.
come in and I had like watching you do it. I could not stop laughing. It just
It was
the
hilarious.
shot itself, where it's like close up on you and you're just. I'm like, would she shut the hell
Yeah.
up?
Well, and also,
Exactly. And that's what I wanted you to
Yeah.
think
It
or,
was so
or
good.
elicit, you
yeah,
know.
but also you were word perfect every
Yes.
single take, which
Yes.
saved our butts.
Oh,
because
see, and
when it
I-
came time to editing, and then we had the mic issue where we only had the one
That's
take
right.
with the
That-
good
yes.
dialogue. And thankfully, you did it the same because we used a different take of you on camera, and it just matched up because you were so
That's right. I'd
consistent.
forgotten about
Yeah.
that.
It was so impressive.
I think
where
that is
don't
so
think
impressive.
that was
Forgot
necessarily
about
the
that.
same for all of us. 'Cause we all kind of
Yeah, like I if they wouldn't have mentioned about the sound, like I wouldn't have noticed at all. Like you still can't even notice at all that it doesn't, that it's two different takes or
Thank
I had
goodness.
totally forgotten it.
It was
Yeah.
it was like a panic moment because we
Yeah.
were like, what are we gonna do? And I was like, I think she's word perfect. I think
Believe
we
me,
can
I
just
was
do
so
this.
grateful we were shooting my scene first because I had all these words in my head and I just wanted to purge them out
and they came out.
and
Yeah,
not have to
perfect.
worry about it
And,
the rest
and it
of the
was
day.
it was like witnessing
literally.
Carol Burnett or Lucille. Like
Oh,
it
you
was
honor
so,
me. Thank you.
It was great.
It was
like
great.
I don't think you give yourself enough credit.
Like seriously,
great.
that you can use that monologue for auditions.
Yeah.
Like, it would be
I hope
like
it's not real.
I would possibly
Now, see,
even
I
be
hadn't
able.
thought of that either.
Yeah, like
Thank you.
I thought about that. I was like, I need a comedic monologue. I should totally do Susan.
You should.
Sure.
You could.
But you
yeah.
definitely could use that for auditions, and you would nail it because
Yeah.
that was amazing.
It was great.
Yeah.
So let's talk about lessons learned. Now that we've and Yesenia is absolutely right. I am very like I love people. I don't like people. I was standoffish. When she said that, I was like, so don't. Not in a bad way,
Yeah.
but just
You like your
just
space.
Guarded.
Yeah.
It's
And I'm
totally
like that now.
understandable.
That's probably why I'm not in a relationship. But
Neither mind.
because
Yeah, me
the thought of me, and I think it's a Linda Evangelista that says like I'm done dating. Like I don't want anybody snoring next to me. And I'm like, girl, I feel you. Because these dudes, whatever.
Same.
But yeah, I was a little
I'm 70
standoffish.
and I'm saying the same thing. Same. I'm done.
I mentioned this last week when we were just shooting some kind of vignettes that it was such a rewarding process to go through it with you all. And now, even as an actor, I think the experience informed me as far as I know how to give a performance so that when someone else has to go in and edit, I'm not blinking or I'm not doing something weird or So it was very rewarding from that standpoint, from a technical standpoint, and from a creative standpoint. But what were your takeaways from the entire process?
One, I think that we were very blessed in the team that we had. I am curious as to like what brought Kathy to bring us together. Like what
was
like
her process?
But I'm appreciative because I loved her team. One of the things that I like moving forward will focus more on or put more emphasis on is the shot list. I feel like there was still
it was hard
because again, like even just like when I was looking, like there was some editing that I wish I would have been able to do, or like even watching, I was like if only we would have done more takes. And it is what it is. But that's one thing is like definitely adding more to the shot list.
Yeah. Well, some of it too, because we only did that one day.
Yes. So, and I think that like
that was ambitious.
I think that with this one, I understand why we did one day, and it probably would have been hard to do 2 days just because it was just so rushed and everything. But yes,
and it was February in Chicago,
and we had to meet somebody else's deadline. Yes. It wasn't our deadline.
Exactly. So I absolutely would not try to do another film in a whole day unless like that's the point of it, like 48-hour films or something. That's different, but
that's still 2 days.
That's still that's still 2 days. But with this one, I feel like there was still like little scenes that I wish we would have moments for, but we cut them out because of time, which is understandable. I get it because of the time period, but that's just what I take with me. Like, just, you know what, get them in, and then eventually if you don't use them, then you could just leave them on the editing floor. Like, better to have them and not use them than later
to not have them at all.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And the mics. Oh, the mics. We didn't have headphones. I'm so annoyed about that.
We needed somebody.
We needed somebody listening the whole time, and I'm so annoyed that I didn't have the headphones for those mics. And we didn't. That was killing me. Like, oh, I'm so mad.
We had a limited team where we each had to play multiple roles.
Indeed.
So.
Whereas I think that other teams did end up hiring people to do other things or adding other people on their teams to do that, which I guess we could have done, but it didn't occur to me. And because I thought the whole point was for us to learn, and I'm glad that that's what we ended up doing.
Me too. It was pure that way.
Yeah. Going forward, obviously, we could go that way.
Yes.
So in our next project that's in alleged pre-production, are you going to do alleged? I know you've done the storyboard, but say if other people don't want to do the shot list, I mean, like, would you do it again?
And I would help with the shot list because your shot list really taught me more about
because I was like how to.
We've got to be far more detailed because they said in the class too, the more detail you do up front, the more it's going to save you when you're in post-production.
Yeah. And then when we're looking at editing, we're like, okay, so what does this say?
Mean?
Was this A?
Because when Dawn and I had to take over when you were getting
when you were seeing yours, and I was like,
we were both doing it, and I was like, I don't know what trial, right? Just the scene where she grits her teeth. I don't know, I don't know.
I'm like, you're doing great, sweetie.
Yeah, I definitely, I wouldn't mind working more with the shot list just to make sure we get those. I personally, I think that if we were to do it again, I would love.
We're in pre-production.
No, we are gonna do it. We are gonna do it again.
Jeez.
Like I meant to say if we're gonna hire somebody, I would love to be able to hire someone for personally editing because I feel like that can definitely bring it up
a notch
drastically.
Hi, GC. I hope you're taking this all in, sir.
And sound. I think editing and sound.
Okay, GC, take this all in.
And possibly even like the camera, so I'll focus on. I mean, that just depends on if people want to be. I don't know.
Yeah, although I know that Avery really enjoyed.
She really enjoyed it.
She did,
but I don't know if she may want to be. More partaking in it this time.
Yeah. As far as what did you say? It's gonna be 4 film. Everybody might be like,
right? No, but that's it. I mean, like that's just my take. That's. I mean, obviously it's a team, so we would all decide.
Absolutely.
And what about you, Susan? What was your?
Well, I just wanted to say, kind of backtracking a little bit, our first sort of encounters with everybody in the class, and not just the 5 of us, but I think we were all coming in with a sort of like, I don't know what to expect. I don't know what they're going to expect of me. Am I going to be up to this? Because, I kind of come from an older school of filmmaking and creativity. and how am I going to do this? But I mean, because I worried too, like, you're so much younger than me, and am I going to say, or just by virtue of being an old white woman, is that going to be a
You're
like
white?
people be? Indeed, I am.
Shocking.
Oh my God.
I didn't want to ever say anything that might be like, oh my God, Susan, you sound like a Karen right now, and so I wanted to make sure that I wasn't doing that. So I felt really pretty, like, making sure that I was saying and doing all of the right things.
Yeah.
But what I loved about the first time Kathy sat us down at the table together when she designated the teams, and we were all kind of there, and I was sort of like, okay, all right, let's see how this is going to go. I wasn't sure because we all kind of had our own energy and our own styles and our own thoughts about how the project should go. And, I did sense a little bit of your, like,
well, she did
have to work with these people.
She didn't even want to share her script. I felt like, she doesn't even want to share her idea with us.
But the fact is,
the fact is
we all brought it gelled.
Yeah.
It
yes,
came together
it
because we all brought these strong themes to the table.
And then Avery didn't want to share her script either.
I didn't want to share mine.
I know.
Right. You all were all like,
I'm like, I shared it because I was like, dang, you don't want to do it. I'm the
I shared mine, but
this is my ugly baby.
I shared mine, but I didn't want to do it. I knew mine would be bad.
Yeah,
so
everybody said no. And you said, it was like, I guess we could do mine.
It's not a good story.
I really didn't think, I'm like, I'll share it because I know y'all ain't gonna want to do it.
No,
whatever.
And it was the
and it's funny because it's the one that we ended up doing.
Yeah. But I sat down and I was happy. I was really happy that it was all females.
Me too.
Number one.
Agreed.
What you all didn't know, and I believe I mentioned this a little bit. My daughter had a stroke.
Oh my goodness.
While I was going through
the class.
Oh
my God.
So my 23-year-old had a stroke.
Oh my God.
Now you don't expect that, right?
Of course not.
You expect like me to have a stroke, but not my 23-year-old. So I never wanted that to taint the process, but I was dealing with that simultaneously.
Oh my goodness.
And so, when I'm like, oh, I don't have time for this, because my daughter's in the hospital.
Yeah, no,
And so I'm leaving. Yeah. I'm going there. I'm like, I got to do this because it's important to me. I love you. I'll be right back or whatever. But I dealt with those two things and her recovery and blah blah blah. And so that's what I was dealing with. And so whatever you sensed was spot on. Not only because this is my ugly baby, but also I didn't have time to pour into it like I wanted to because that
you knew
was
you wouldn't be able to give it your all anyway too, and you didn't want to. Yeah.
So it worked out perfectly. But I was really happy that it was all females. But also I was worried because the bad rap that females get, that it was going to be catty or someone, and it was none of that. And so I think we have a really good team because it is so diversified. We have persons of color, we have older, younger, like we have parents, we have it's so it's so
rich.
diverse, and I cannot stress it was just such a good experience because on one hand my world was crashing down, but I can't even take credit for that because she went through that. I just supported her. And that's a whole nother podcast. She's gonna be so mad that I said this, but because she's very secretive. But so my world's crashing down, but this was the outlet that I needed, and to still find humor and still be able to laugh and laugh with you all. It was almost therapeutic and cathartic at the same time for me. So I am grateful for the experience more than you'll ever know. So
Dawn,
well,
that's
a
memory to cherish.
You know that
we will. We're there.
Yeah. Because I knew you had mentioned that your daughter was sick.
I remember you saying something about your daughter.
But she's coming here and she's great. And so I was like, okay. So I was thinking it was like the flu or something. And
did she come to the screening?
She did come to the screening.
That's what I thought.
That was that was the one that had the stroke, and they didn't think that she had a stroke because she was so young. And I had FaceTimed her, and she was slurring her speech, and she had it was a textbook stroke. And I'm like, I'm on my way. And I get to the hospital and they're like, oh no, she doesn't have a stroke. I'm like, if you release her without running neuroimaging, please know that my attorney is going to be, I said, put the refusal at the top of the chart because I don't want my attorney to sift through it. And they were just like, what does this lady know? And I'm like, well,
I'm a doctor.
Then kind of know
I'm a
something.
doctor.
Yeah.
But so I had to advocate for her the entire time. That could be another movie. But I had to advocate for her the entire time. And guess who was right? Her mom. She had a stroke. Right side, ischemic.
Oh, yeah. That's so scary.
That's so scary.
So that's what I was going through at the same time. But so I'm so...
I had no idea that you were going through that.
Yeah.
Like you...
Yeah.
Well, now I feel doubly blessed that
Yeah.
you were part of this because that's legendary. That's legion, a major. And so we feel so grateful that you still continue to bring your energy.
But that's how I feel about you all. That's why I was so grateful for it, because I could have just like gone into a deep depression.
Oh, indeed.
Yeah, you could have easily gone and like, you know what, I can't do this right now. And it would have been totally understandable. But I'm glad you went. I'm glad you stuck through it, and I'm glad we still did this together.
I mean,
you know?
yeah, just think of how brave we all were. You know, I'm sure if Avery were here, she would also like say some, you know, have a story like this too. But like, I think all of us were very nervous and a little scared about doing this. Like, I remember, like, I signed up for the class initially because they were having the screenwriting things in the fall, and I was well, that, you know, I might learn some things that'd be great. So I took that. And then they were like, oh, and then if you want to do the short film, you have to stay and you had to make a decision. And I was scared. And I was like, well, I don't know. That's a lot of time, you know, all these things. Then I was like, well, you know what? If it scares you, it's probably a good sign because you can't grow if you're not scared. And how do you grow and evolve? Comfort is the death of that. So I was like, let's get out of your comfort zone and try it. And I was really worried. And then when Kathy was like, here's your team, I was like, oh, thank God. I was like, oh, thank God. Yeah. I was like, we're all, I think this can work. And it did. It was really wonderful.
I'm grateful for each of you. I know we don't like talk every day or go out on benders on the weekend, but it was a special experience, and it's one I hold near and dear to my heart. So,
and now we're gonna do it all over again.
Yes.
Well, we have two because Susan has hers, and I kind of want to do a short web series.
Oh, cool.
So we'll talk about that offline.
So technically, that's what mine was supposed to be, is a web series of like I don't. And that's how I led to the film. But yeah, I'm down for a web series.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So I think we're
so fun.
How are we on time, DC?
You guys are posted this.
Holy shit,
wow.
man. I told you we would have no
problem
Trouble filling the time.
Chatting. Like you put 4 women in the room that are actors and you're worried about them having something to say. Do not. So as we're closing and winding down, what is your next passion project outside of what we're doing? What is your next passion project? Let's start with Susan.
Oh dear. I don't know. I've got a check avail for a movie that's shooting in a couple of weeks. So I hope I get that. I've actually been getting a fair amount of callbacks on movies this year.
Oh, nice. Good for you.
But I guess that's my next, other than auditions and, you know, continuing to throw it out there. That's kind of it. And, you know, got a new car. So.
Okay. That's good. Yay.
Not fun how
it happened, but yes.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. And what about for you?
Well, I mean, I am doing a short film that my friend is directing and wrote. So I'll be in that.
Any voiceovers on the horizon?
That is also like kind of like a voiceover role. So there's that. I mean, I'm always auditioning. I do like a radio show too that I'm like a part of. That I do that sometimes. And then writing.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah, why are you so secretive?
Sorry, everyone. And then my because I also co-write comedy screenplays. So then my co-writer and I are working on a new screenplay that we're working on. But she's also pregnant and is due in November. So we're like up against a clock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, congrats, lady. Congrats.
Yeah.
Making a whole nother person. That's
Well,
awesome.
no, it's my, my
Well, not
screenwriting
you,
partner,
but
not
her,
me.
yeah.
Yeah.
But she's not,
Well, I would
No,
tell. I think I would tell if
she
you
and
were,
her husband are
Yeah.
like,
Okay.
They're
What
a
about
big
for you,
project.
content creator, Inspector Gadget?
So I have been really, what's crazy is these last 2 weeks have been super, super busy with auditions from my kids and myself,
Oh,
which is
okay.
surprising. I don't get a lot of auditions lately.
Well, no, with that
But-
attitude,
no, and it's gonna change. I mean, it's changing. Things are
changing.
coming up. So that's been pretty busy and fun. Like actually today, my niece and my daughter have a callback, which is why I had to go to Brookfield to drop them off at my sister's house so she can help them with the Zoom call because it's not.
It's
Zoom
Zoom.
callback.
Okay.
And before I got here, because I was like, if I leave them with my mom's not gonna know how to do it, and
Yeah.
wanted to make sure that they were all situated. And we just recently did, which is my first time doing this. It was a live promo for the film Weapons, which comes out.
Oh, when I see that.
Yes, it looks scary. So
Yeah,
we
I wanna
did, so we
see
did.
that.
My
I think it's
my
got a
kids
perfect
and I.
score on Rotten
Really,
Tomatoes.
I'm excited to see it. It
They
looks
said
really
it's
good.
It looks
So
really
my
interesting.
kids and I actually booked it together. So that's one of the. Rarely do we get to work together. We got to work together on our film, but we got to work together again on Sunday. So that was pretty fun. And I'm just trying to keep busy doing the social media again. I'm up and ready to start filming whenever we're ready. And yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
And if
you.
anybody needs an actor, hey, call me.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. We're
So
all
call
available.
Call her agent.
Call my agent.
Call her agent, and then maybe.
Same.
And it's got to be
Same.
SAG. Yeah, totally SAG. So I'm going to Florida for Universal Studios. And
Nice.
I'm a big kid. I don't know if y'all know this, but I'm
No,
a
that's so fun.
huge
I
kid.
Love
and
Universe.
I rode Spider-Man like 10 times, and I'm gonna do that again. So
All right,
that's
then.
the project. But as soon as I get back, we need to talk
Yes,
about
absolutely.
the second two films.
I promise I will write a rough draft.
Yeah. And like I said, I was like, I
Well,
think once you write the rough draft, then I can help chime
everybody
in or
can
whatever.
go through it and
Wait,
fix
we're
it.
doing Susan's story though, right?
Yeah, it's
Okay,
Susan's
okay.
story. Yeah,
Yeah.
so Susan's story.
She doesn't want to write it.
She did the
Come on.
storyboard and she was gonna
I
take
don't think I'm too literal.
gave
of
the
a
story.
writer. Yes, I
She
gave the content.
she gave us content.
So
And then Jen's gonna work on writing the script and
Ooh, okay,
we're
Jen.
gonna fill it in or help afterwards.
Yes.
So
Yes. And everyone can
We need a creepy
In their 2
dude
cents.
for this. What do you think?
I
Well,
have
can't wait.
some ideas.
I'm excited for the auditions though. Like I'm so
Really cool.
excited for the
I have some
auditions for these.
oh, I thought you were. I'm gonna ask my dad. I said,
No.
No.
I was gonna say,
Oh,
I
wow.
know her dad.
Oh,
So
Yeah.
connection.
No.
I mean, maybe we can even hold on. I mean, we can use the SAG-AFTRA office, but maybe we can
hold
maybe we can hold
auditions.
auditions here or
Yeah, because we love Cine City.
yes.
Cine
We do.
City is
Shout out
the
to
Cine
Cine
town.
City.
This is
Cine
my very
City
first time
Bay.
here.
Yes.
This is
It's
my very
beautiful.
first time
It
here.
is
I like it.
beautiful
It's
here.
nice.
Yeah.
Okay, y'all gotta
Same.
see this. Okay, I'm gonna turn it
It's
around
very
so y'all can see it.
fancy.
Isn't that cute?
Yeah.
Look at
And you can
that.
follow us at the thrivingartistpodcast.com.
Sorry, we
No,
Artist Podcast.
It's the Thriving Artist Podcast on Instagram. Okay.
Okay,
That's what
okay.
it is.
The Thriving Artist Podcast on this.
Making up non-existent website.
You're like, please don't go to that one. This
okay,
exists.
okay.
If it does, it's not mine.
And then I always ask, well, I've been asking for the past couple episodes, if you could tell your younger self, give your younger self some advice, what would it be regarding the business?
Well, I think I have 2. I have relax. Like not everything needs to be done right now. Just relax. Let it go. And I forgot what the second one was.
And remember your life.
Remember your lines. Yeah, I think it's I can't remember. Go. I'll chime in when I remember.
We'll
it.
come back to her. We'll circle back. What would you tell your younger self about the business?
Trust yourself more. Trust and believe that you've got the goods. Just go in and do it. Breathe. I have this written in my audition book.
Oh.
Breathe, believe in yourself. A couple of affirmations like that work wonders right before you walk in the room. So just trust. You got it. You know what's in your core, whatever you believe in as your belief system, your higher power is telling you and guiding you and calling you to do. Trust your calling.
I love that.
Very profound.
I would say he's a piece of shit. Don't listen. Just follow your dreams. I feel like I think that like a lot of us at a young age we prioritize relationships and even friendships.
Mm-hmm. What's the relationship?
No, we don't have to talk about that. That's a whole nother. Yeah, absolutely. Before yourself and your dreams, and I think it's because I feel a lot of people do, especially women. Yeah, you're right. And I feel like you listen to other people's like, well, you're not gonna make it anyway. Yeah. You know what I mean? And if I could tell one thing to myself, it's just like start creating that content and put it out there, dude. Just put it out there. Do what you want. Doesn't matter who says anything about it. Doesn't matter if people laugh. Just put it out there. Yeah. Because I wish what I'm living now, I wish I would have done it like 20 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was the second thing that I had. Yeah. It
sure.
Was like,
no. I think we can all relate to this. We can all relate to it.
It was like stop waiting for other people to cast you in their projects and start writing your own. Mm-hmm. Like do your own. Like you are of value and you have stories that need to be said and can be said. And just because another person is creative, I mean, yeah, sure. Steven Spielberg is very creative and tells great stories, but so can you. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Like, there's nothing really separating.
And he probably wouldn't be able to tell your story.
Yeah.
So, well, yeah, because he doesn't have a vagina.
Exactly.
Anyway.
We don't think.
Well, yeah. Never know nowadays. But if the passion is in you, it's in you for a reason. So,
yes.
Pursue it and then just trust what's meant for you is coming.
What would you tell your younger self?
What's meant for me is coming. Like, I'm not going to force anything. That's personally, that's professionally, that's artistically. I'm not going to force it. What's meant for me is coming. And so on that note, thank you for joining us for another episode of The Thriving Artist. I am Dawn Tracy with my crew, Five Femme Films, filming here at Center City in Chicago. And we will see you next time. You can follow us at The Thriving Artist Podcast on Instagram. More socials coming. Bye.
Bye.